In this video, I'm going to show you how to add a shared parameter to your sheets and add extra information like the structural consultant name, address, MEP consultant name, and more. Let's go. Alright, so right now I'm in my family. If you like this family, head to the link below and you will get access to our professional family templates on our Archgyan store. So here you can see that this is one of our sheets which we created for our projects. And here we've added the structural consultant name. Now we added this using the label text parameter, but we also created a new shared parameter file. So I'm just going to move these elements up a bit so that I can add my MEP consultant's name. And I'm going to copy this text as well above so that it stays with the same spacing. And this would be called as MEP consultants. Now I cannot change this. If I double click, this is a manual text, so I can change the text anytime, but this is a label text, which means if I need to change this, I need to click on edit label. And here is our structural consultant name. Let me remove this consultant name because we do not need the structural consultant name here. And let me check if there is an MEP consultant name here. So there is no MEP consultant name. So we'll need to create a new parameter. So let's create a new parameter. Now to create a new parameter, we would need to select the parameter from our shared parameter list. So let's click on select here. Now this is my shared parameter list. If I click on edit, for example, you will see the shared parameter list here. I have the different groups and the parameter names under these groups. Now if you'd like to create your own text parameter list, you can click on create and then go ahead and create these parameter names. Now since I already have a parameter list, I will create a new parameter and this is going to be the MEP consultant's name and this would be a text parameter. Similarly, let's create the address parameter as well. So it's going to be the MEP consultant address. Now this I would add as a multi-line text so that I can add extra information if the address is long. You can also group it under HVAC if you like, but in this case, since it's a sheet, we would group it under common. Alright, perfect. So now I can click on OK and now I can bring this into my list here. So let's select MEP consultant name first, click on OK and bring that in, and let's bring this into our table here. Now you can add a sample value, but I leave it as is. So I've replaced structural consultant name with MEP consultant name. Let's do the same for the address as well. Let's select the address. Click on edit label. Let's move this out and bring in our MEP consultant address. So it's not present in this list, which means you can click on new again, click on select and select the MEP consultant address parameter. So now it's part of this list and we can bring it into the table. Perfect. So now I've added this here. There's another step which you need to do in your project. Let us load this sheet into our project first. So let's click on load into project and click on overwrite the existing version. So now you can see the MEP consultant table comes in here, but I cannot change it directly. You can see that nothing happens when I click on the question mark. So you would need to add a project parameter again in your project so that it works on for your sheets as well. So let's do that. This is another important step which you need to follow. So let's click on manage and go to our project parameter. So you can see we already have these two parameters here and that's why it works for our structural consultants. But let's create a new parameter for our MEP consultant and let's add our shared parameter again in our project as well. I'm going to add our MEP consultant name. Now you can change the group, but I leave it as is. And the most important step is here where you would need to select the right category. In this case, I would like to maintain this parameter as the same for all the sheets. So I would add it under project information. If you'd like to change it for each sheet, and then you would need to add it under views. But make sure you select only one category because if you select more than one category, it wouldn't work. So I have the MEP consultant name now. So which means now if I select my sheet and click here, I should be able to change the name, or you can also go to your project information here. So now we have a MEP consultant's name. I can just write MEP consultants, for example, private limited. So you can see that the name comes in here. Now similarly, let's add in the address as well. So let's go to manage project parameter, click on new again. Let's select our address parameter and let's group it under project information. Perfect. Similarly, to change the address, just go to your project information. If it's a multi-line text, you would get a small box here, which means you can add more information. So I'm going to add my address name and click on OK, and it comes into my sheet. So that was a quick tip for you guys in case you'd like to add more information to your sheets. In most cases, it is very important to add more information. And I would highly recommend that you also save your project as a template so you do not have to keep adding project parameters when you start your next project. If you like courses, templates, and more, head to archgyan.com. Please do subscribe for more such videos. I'll see you guys in the future videos. Cheers.